Hi everyone, this is the second exercise on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is called 15 puzzle. It has been touched by some universities in US. In this exercise, I will focus on JavaScript because it is the main part used to control the arrangement and movement of the puzzle. The puzzle is a square divided into 16 pieces, including 15 image cover pieces and an empty piece. Here on the screen, you will see a background image, and the square is divided into 16 pieces, indexing from 1 to 15, and one empty space. When you click button Shuffle, these pieces will be arranged, making the background image chaotic. Users need to move these pieces into empty space so that the background image is recovered, or we can say that the indexes of pieces are ordered. The author of this puzzle is often fully credited by Sam Loy, an American puzzle author and mathematician. Indeed, Loy claimed from 1891 that he invented it. The puzzle was actually created around 1874 by Norrie Palmer Chapman, a postmaster in Canasta, New York. Now we start to list out the content needed to create this puzzle. As mentioned at the beginning, I will go deep into JavaScript technique. The other parts you can research from internet. It is pretty simple. We will learn the algorithm to create the square and how to make movements on these pieces. The structure of this exercise is similar to the first one, with one HTML file referring to one CSS file and one JavaScript file. Besides, we also need to refer to a file in jQuery library. To anybody who is new to jQuery, jQuery is a JavaScript library designed to simplify HTML DOM manipulation, as well as event handling, CSS animation. jQuery is free, open source developed by MIT. Now we go to the approach to create the puzzle. First step, we will create 15 pieces by using 15 div tags. Each piece will be marked by a number from 1 to 15. For each piece, we will set positions like X coordinate and Y coordinate, set styles like background image, width and height of each piece. Then we will assign some event handlers for each piece, such as click event, mouse center, mouse leave. These event handlers handle actions of user when clicking on the piece, or hovering the mouse on the piece, or moving the mouse out of the piece. During the processes, we need to write some actions to check if a piece is able to be moved or not, or moving one piece from its current position to empty space position. Here is the HTML code. You will create a parent div with ID puzzle area. This ID will be used by CSS or JavaScript to define styles and manipulate processing. Below is the button Shuffle to disorder the pieces and start a new playing session for users. You can imagine the square as an X and Y coordinates. For example, the piece 0 is marked at position 0, 0, means X equals 0, Y equals 0. The piece 1 is marked at position 100, 0, means X equals 100 and Y equals 0. The piece 2 is marked at position 200, 0, means X equals 200 and Y equal to 0. And the piece 4 is marked at position 0, 100, means X equal to 0 and Y equal to 100. The last piece, index 15, is empty piece or empty space at position 300, 300. So we see that a piece will have three parameters: X coordinate, Y coordinate, and its ID. Here is the jQuery code to set X and Y coordinate. And the background image, the symbol dollar is used in jQuery to identify a jQuery object with a syntax $, hash ID or $selector. Here in the code, we can see that we are accessing all the div tags inside a parent div with ID person area and repeat applying the function to each div. Please read the code, and if you don't understand, please leave a comment below this video. I will answer it. Now we want to check if a piece is able to be moved or not. On the square, you see that the empty space is the piece 4. Considering the square vertically, we can move the piece 0 or piece 8 to this empty space. We noted that these pieces 0, 4, 8 have the same x value equal to 0, and the piece 0, 8 have the y value less or greater than y value of the piece for 100 pesos accordingly. From this observation, we can write the following code. If the current piece has the same x value to empty space, and if the y value of current piece is less or greater than empty space 100 pesos, we can move this current piece to empty space position. Similarly, if we consider on horizontal direction, mean the pieces have the same y value. If the current piece x value is less or greater than the empty space x value 100 pesos, the current piece is able to be moved. Next is the function to move a piece. We need to do 3 things. First, we store the empty space position in temporary variables. Second, we assign the current piece position to empty space variables. Finally, we assign temporarily stored values to current piece variable. Again, please read the code and let me know if there's something unclear to you. One remaining important function is shuffle function. There are 2 main steps in this function. First, we get the piece which is able to be moved. Then move it. We need to repeat these 2 steps a number of times, 100 or 500 or 1000 times. Eventually, we can get a square with all the pieces are shuffled, and user can start playing.